Hi everyone, today I'm talking about Facebook versus Twitter 2018 and which stock I would be invested in or which one would I recommend. Um, I should say before I actually start this video, I actually do hold shares in Facebook, so I'd take that into consideration, but I'm going to be as honest as I can about these two stocks, even though I think from that you can tell which one I would kind of like a little bit more. But like I say, I'll try to be as honest as I can with these stocks. So Facebook, Twitter, both social media giants, probably the two biggest social medias giants out there. Facebook obviously owns Instagram as well and also WhatsApp. So I'll take that into consideration when you talk about Facebook compared to Twitter. Twitter is obviously the cheaper stock compared to Facebook. But both these companies, most of their revenue comes from actually advertising on their platforms. Um, Now, I think personally there's a lot of potential for these companies to increase that advertisement rates and increase their profits. A lot of companies still spend billions of pounds on advertising on TV, billboards. But if I'm honest, if I was a company, when an advertisement comes on the TV, I tend to go out of the room. I tend to go get a drink. I don't, or I've recorded something and I skip the adverts out. Where social media, it's a lot harder. You can see that, and there's no way of getting through it apart from scrolling past it. But you probably still glance at it anyway. So I think that's a little bit more effective. As well as that, when the advert's placed, you get the company that's advertising. You'd get their name next to the advert, so you could click on that company's name. You click on the name, you follow them, or you like the page, and then the company also keeps you on their group, so they can continue to advertise you. Whereas you look at a billboard, then you don't join a mailing list. So I think that's something that benefits companies when advertising on social media as well. So if I was a company, I would favour going to the social media side of it. So I think there's that side of it that can increase for both of them at the moment, compared to the actual like traditional billboard, radio stations, whatever. So I think for both companies, that's a really good sign. Um, Big thing that monitors the stock is the user growth and how many people are joining, which is slowing down now. These social media websites obviously popped the last few years, and now it's growing, slowing down. But we're still getting the younger generation coming through every time. So each of these companies should pretty much keep user growth up, and growing. Now Facebook had a big reduction, but it's still growing at a 14% rate. Twitter is growing at a 4% rate. Now, with these sort of figures, Facebook, Twitter, this affected them quite heavy, because what happened with these two stocks is that they both announced their earnings report, and they both said that they didn't meet the users that were joining their like social media websites wasn't where they expected. And a lot of people took that as a bad sign, and then Twitter drops like 20%, Facebook drops another about 20%ish, and that's when I jumped into the stock. But either way, you could go Facebook, Twitter on that point, because they were both pretty good dips. But for me, it's not about the user growth, because that will slow down and you'll have that slow little stream. But for me, the revenue cost for companies to advertise, if Facebook and Twitter keep putting them up, because I think that's more of an effective way of them to be advertising, and they keep putting up their rates of advertisement costs. So, like, for 1,000 people, you put it up an extra 10, 20 US dollars or pounds, then that's going to make a big difference to Facebook and Twitter, and I think that's where most companies will go. So I won't focus on that. I think a lot of people, investors, did focus on that, and I won't. For me, it's the revenue growth that is the most important. Facebook sits on a PE of 28, Twitter 105, so for me that's a big massive difference right there. The point to Facebook right there. The EPS growth on Facebook was 14%, and the Twitter EPS was 14.4%. So Twitter just beat slightly, but Twitter's EPS was like something like 0.69, whereas Facebook's was towards like 6 point something, 7 point something. So Facebook's was a lot bigger, and Facebook sales. This is the growth. Sorry, this is the growth from 2018 to next year. So this is what's forecast, and Facebook sales is 24.9% to Twitter's 13.7%. So that's nearly double. So over next year, Facebook is expected to have double the revenue growth compared to Twitter. So that's something I would take big time into consideration, as with all them adverts, and Facebook hopefully increases prices and makes a lot more money. A couple of other points that I would say on this one. is Facebook has a lot more cash spare and has no debt at all compared to Twitter. So that's another couple of points that I'll give to Facebook, a little bit of a better balance sheet as well. So yeah, overall I would be choosing Facebook over Twitter. A little bit more expensive stock, but with Facebook we get better increased people joining Instagram, WhatsApp and Facebook compared to Twitter. Better PE, the EPS is the same. Obviously the sales, massive. Sales is double, so that's what I would take into consideration. The balance sheet on Facebook is better, free cash, no debt at all. You know, Facebook could go buy shares or go invest in something else. And Facebook has them free platforms to advertise on. It's got two apps. It's got the Facebook and the Messenger app that are in the top 5 in the Apple Store. And Facebook hasn't really like monetized all that Facebook Messenger, so it's a big revenue platform that Facebook could use to increase to get more money in right there. So that's my opinion, guys. That's why I invested in Facebook, Twitter, both good companies, but for me, Facebook, for all these numbers as you can see, is the better stock for in my opinion. So guys, give the video a like, and I'll see you on the next video.